What is up, my magic miscreants? Risen Dragon here with yet another fun deck tech for you, and today we are looking at a deck that PowrDragn did, I think last week, where you have big creatures that you throw at your opponents using different types of cards, and we're going to look at how to do that this week. And we are looking at a build as well that has fight rigging in it. Again, yes, we did a rigged Sultai deck, which was kind of like a mill deck that splashed green for fight rigging, but this time around we're including more green to make this a true Jund build, which is black, red, and green. So let's have a look at what this deck can do. First, we're going to start with Goldhound. This is in PowrDragn's deck, and I highly recommend, I'm going to find his link to that deck that he posted and put it in my profile so you can compare and contrast. He did run this. It is a very interesting card, kind of versatile. First strike with Menace, and if you tap it and sack it, you add 1 mana of any color. Okay, so we get a little bit of ramp here. We are running 2 Sheoldred's Edict. We know what this does. We can either have our opponent sacrifice a non-token creature, a creature token, or a planeswalker. Pretty versatile removal. We are running 4 copies of Invasion of Urgamon. Now this is a very interesting card because when it enters the battlefield, create a treasure token. You may then discard a card. If you do, draw a card. So it's got some elements of Fable of the Mirror Breaker, especially with the treasure token and the draw discard. But that's neither here nor there, I guess, but it's not as good as Fable of the Mirror Breaker, but it does what we need to and ramp into stuff. When we defeat it, it becomes Truga Cliff Charger. When it enters the battlefield, you may discard a card. If you do, search your library for a land or battle card, reveal it, and then put it into your hand. So we can do some fun ramping with it. Now we're into the big 3 drops. We're looking at Shakedown Heavy. Whenever it attacks, defending player may have you draw a card, and if they do, untap Shakedown Heavy and remove it from combat. And here's where the throwing stuff comes into play. We're running 4 copies of Voldaren Thrillseeker. Basically, it has backup 2. Now, backup's an interesting mechanic. When this creature enters the battlefield, put 2+1/+1 counters on target creature because it has backup 2. If that's another creature, it also gains the abilities printed below this one until end of turn. So we can make other creatures fling stuff and, do the damage that way. So it's kind of cool. And what that does is, for this creature, we pay 1, sacrifice it, and it deals damage equal to its power to any target. Now, this is going to come into play later. All right, we're also running 3 Brotherhood's End because we need to do some damage. And a lot of our creatures are above 3 toughness, save for maybe the Voldaren Thrillseeker. All right, but also, too, if they're running a heavy artifacts build, early on, we can destroy all artifacts of mana value 3 or less. All right, we've already looked at fight rigging. Let's look at Riveteer's Charm. This is a good inclusion, I think, into this deck because we can choose 1. Either a target opponent sacks a creature or planeswalker they control with the highest mana value among either creatures or planeswalkers they control. We can exile a player's graveyard, or we can exile the top 3 cards of our library, and until our next end step, we can play those cards. So, kind of a versatile card to put in here. Archfiend of the Dross, big body. For a 4-drop, it's a 6/6, but it comes with 4 oil counters. At the beginning of your upkeep, remove an oil counter from Archfiend of the Dross, and if it has no oil counters on it, you lose the game. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, its controller loses 2 life. So, there it is. It's a pretty versatile card. And we're also running 2 Atali Primal Conquerors. If you don't know what this does, when it enters the battlefield, each player exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card. You may cast any number of spells from among the non-land cards exiled this way without paying their mana cost. For 9 and a Phyrexian or a green mana, we can transform it into Atali Primal Sickness. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, they get that many poison counters. Okay, so it's got Trample and Indestructible. But it's also cool because we can, transform it using this, which is Zayatora's the Incinerator. You might be saying, well, how can we transform it? Well, when Zayatora, the Incinerator, at the beginning of your end step, you may sack another creature. When you do, it deals that much damage. Equal to the creature's power to any target, and you create 3 treasure tokens. So we can ramp into stuff with our Atali Primal to transform the Atali Primal Conqueror. Okay, because we are running best of 3, we are doing sideboards. So let's do this. We're doing 2 cut downs, 2 go for the throats, 3 outland liberators, which is an interesting sort of thing that we put in just because if we need to just targeting artifacts or enchantments. Enchantment builds are big in best of 3. Selesnya is, I think, number 2 ranked according to Aether Hub, so that's a good one to have. Tamio Safekeeping, just to safeguard our stuff. Fake Your Own Death, which is an interesting card because when it, until end of turn, it gets +2/+0, and when this creature dies, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control, and you create a treasure token. Alright, and we can also, we can do it that way. We're running 3 of those, and we're also running 2 Burn Down the Houses. So that's the deck. This is a very fun build, kind of like our rigged Sultai deck. It's not as consistent, but it is still very, very fun to play. I enjoy playing it. If you are new to my channel, we do a best of 1 and we do a best of 3, just so you can see how the deck functions in either of those environments. So without further ado, let's get to the throwing stuff with Jund Games. We are against Ray TBH for our best of 1 matchup. Yeah, this one can work because we do have the, we do have some play here. We're within the curve. You throw Goldhound down. Oh, we against one of those famed Selesnya enchantments builds. Let's see. Let's see. We very well could be. Yep, we are. Okay, fun. Ooh, Shakedown Heavy. Yes, there's a good one. But let's do this. Let's do Fight Rigging instead. Let's do Fight Rigging instead. And, ooh, Zayatora is always fun. Boom. Swing. Boom. Okay. Cool. Please don't have something that removes my Fight Rigging. That would not be fun. I would not like that at all. They probably do have the Ossification to take care of the Goldhound, of course, but they may have a Sanctify or some sort of thing there as well, so that would not be fun. Kami of Transience, okay. Ooh, boom. Okay, cool. Like a sweat. We can do this. We can do this. Oh. Yep. Boom. Do we throw stuff at him? Sure. Now we can do this. What are we doing? You're gonna stall me out here? There we go. Alright. Alright, let's see what you got, Ray TBH. Now, to be honest, see what I did there? This is... unfortunately, I think old Ray got a little bit mana starved here. So we're going to do this. We're just going to do that. Gonna do this. I'm going to throw this at him, and boom, there we go. And we get to do this, sack this, and you die. Let's go to the best of 3. We are against Mr. Manly Man. Manly Man doing manly things. To quote Robin Williams. You have just killed a small animal. It's time for a light beer. Oh, yeah, well... Unfortunately, this one's not looking so hot, but I think we're going to have to kind of bite the bullet on this. And throw that there. We better draw into a 3rd land here, because I'm not going to be very happy if Mr. Manly Man... Oh, this could be fun! Luckily we are... Oh, that can help. We can discard that, and we will draw a card, because we do need to find land. Come on, Mang. Let's go. We need to find land. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. Okay, well, I guess we gotta be careful what we wish for, but... let's do this. Let's just do fight rigging and see what happens, because we can throw the Archfiend. We need to find a land. 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 Okay, Rot Priest is fun. So we're a fight deck. Boom, there's that. Okay, well, there's a land. What we need? Maybe. What do you got? Wow! Alright, sure, we'll take that. And we'll take that. We will decline. Okay, what you gonna do now? What you gonna do now there, Mr. Manly Man? What you gonna do? I mean, I'm guessing you've got stuff that targets my kids. So... oh, there is a swamp there. I did not see the swamp. Okay, well, yeah, sure. You can cut that down all you want. What in the world is that? That's fun. Okay, well, we do this. Let's do this. Rigging the fight. That doesn't really help, but that's okay. We can't really cast that and do what we want with it. So, what we are going to do is this. Put that on that, and put that on that. Yeah, we'll cast it. Sure. That's fine. They're just like, nope, nope, nope. We're done. We're done. We're done. We're going to go at least 2 and 2 with this build. So, we're going to go at least 2 and 2 with this build. I just had a great idea. If we had an Atali on the battlefield cast Fake Your Own Death after sacking it. Oh, if we go to a rubber match, I'm going to try that. Oh my gosh. I'm getting tingles just thinking of that. Oh my goodness. Hi, Mr. Manly Man. We definitely got mana shorted, mana starved, whatever you want to call it in that game. So I adjust my monitor real quick. Right there. There we go. Okay. We definitely did get mana starved in that game, but you saw that it helped when we started drawing into stuff, obviously. But we were able to recover and come back from it. So, all right, Mr. Manly Man, doing manly things. We are going to go to this match. All right, let's see what we get this time around. Okay. No, we're going to mull that. Yeah, we'll keep this. We'll ship that. Put down the Veil first. Okay, throw off a Jungle Hollow. That's okay. And then we do Goldhound into Llanowar Wastes. Okay. Bilious Skuldweller. Interesting. Okay, let's do this, and put down the Goldhound. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Do you have removal? Bloated Contaminator. Please attack, because people don't notice that. They may have noticed. Goldhound has Goldhound does have first strike. No attacks. Goldhound does have first strike, so that is definitely something you always have to bear in mind. Okay, drown in a core. Okay, well, that's fun. Yeah, luckily we don't proliferate, so... And Bloated Contaminator is going to come in for some damage. That's okay, though. Do this. Joink. And let's swing. We'll do that. Okay. Oh. Ooh, we get one more. Oh, that's fun. Well, let's do this. Sack a non-token creature. We get a land, and Italia is going to come into play. Fun. Alright, well, we'll have four poison counters, so... Yeah, well, I guess there could be worse things. Bingo. Fight rigging. Yes! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Yes! Oh my goodness! Oh my! How do we get that? Ugh! Oh, okay. Now they're probably gonna take out one of these kids. They're probably gonna take out one of these. They're probably gonna take out one of them. Oh, and also I noticed our life. Oh, we're at 12. But okay. Well, what can they do? All right. So there's Manas. All right. Yeah, sure. So we can do that. Joink. Let's do this. Do we get to throw stuff at people? Okay, let's do this. What are you gonna do there, Mr. Manly Man? Yeah, you're not gonna have a choice. You're gonna have to block those two. And now you're dead. Maybe. I don't know. Do we get across? I don't think we get across this time. But... they're just gonna let us have it? Okay. Okay. That just worked. Let's go to the post-mortem. This is hilarious. We were gonna rank into Silver 1. We might hit Platinum this season. Alright, let's go to the post-mortem. Okay, you saw the hilarity that ensues with this deck. I just am, you know, fight rigging is just, it's kind of a broken card when you put it with Shakedown Heavy and Archfiend, because you can tease out these things, and it's just, I don't know. Could it be the next Banhammer card? I don't know, but I've enjoyed playing with fight rigging and all the fun stuff that it can do, especially in this build. This is a build that we came up against this, I think, the week that we did the rigged Sultai deck, and I thought, wow, that's a really good combination right there. And playing it myself and toying with some things, absolutely, this is a great combination. Is it competitive at the top levels? I mean, PowrDragn made it work, but we'll see. But all I can say is, if you like what you see, leave a like, leave a subscribe. I am still searching for 100 subs. I hit 100 subs this past weekend, but then I lost a sub. So I could use all the subscribers that I could get. But until next time, my magic miscreants, may all your draws be godlike. May all your spells hit the board. Risen Dragon is out. Enjoy the rest of your evening.